everyone, and thank you for joining me for part 2 of creating our Mancala game. So the focus for today's lesson is going to be creating our game pieces, again based on what you have at home, and also to add some symbols. Now what I decided to share with you they're called adinkra symbols, and what they are is symbols of ideas, all positive ideas. And because this game originated in Africa, the adinkra symbols are also from Africa. So they're going to be a nice motif or a nice design to add to our game board. So join me as we get started to create our pieces. So I'm going to give you a few choices. I happened to have grabbed some Play-Doh the last time that we were at the store. So I am going to use Play-Doh for my 3D game board, okay? So what you need is 4 different colors, and you're going to create 24 pieces. So if you do the math on that, it's going to be 6 pieces in the 4 colors. So for example, I'm going to take my bright green, and I'm going to take the Play-Doh, and I'm going to take off just some small pieces to start. You could always add, obviously. And I'm just going to press them into a little bit of a round, almost like a bead shape, okay? So just set up like that, okay? And I'm going to just drop it into my board. Then I'm going to take another piece, just kind of press it together, a little bit of a rounded shape, because this may have been played with pebbles, things like that. So we're kind of recreating those types of shapes. Making another one. Okay, dropping it in my game board. So I'm going to continue that, making 6 pieces, okay, with my green. Then I'll go to my yellow, and I'll do the same process with that. I have a blue, and then an orange, okay? Now, if you don't happen to have something that you can mold like that, no problem. What we'll do is I'm just gonna take my markers, and I'll just kind of do the same color theme, and I'm going to take my green marker, and I'm going to just go ahead and make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, okay? And they could probably be even a little bit bigger. And then we'll just cut those out. And you can make, just a little edge a little bit bigger there. And then I'll go ahead and I'll do an orange set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And obviously these you could make a little bit bigger just because they aren't going to take as much room up in your container. All right, so you'll do 6 for each color. Like I said, maybe a blue and a yellow. Okay, so we'll set that up, and again, we'll just cut those out. Okay, so that way you'll have all your pieces. And what you can do is you can just cut around the edge and leave a little bit of space. That's okay, just to make it a little bit larger. All right, and those will be your game pieces that will go into your spaces. Now, the last thing I wanted to share is our symbols, and you'll have seen that on your slides, okay? And you don't have to choose many of those, and it's a step that, you don't have to do if you don't have time, but I just really like the way that these symbols look. So I'm going to go ahead, and for mine, I'm going to put my strength symbol on the side of my board. So I'm going to make a little circle, and then you'll see there's almost like rectangular shapes coming around the outside, a little bit of a curved rectangular shape, just like this. Curve it out. And then we've got a spiral. So the spiral kind of begins from in here and goes around here and comes inside. And I follow the same pattern around the edges. And again, this one is for strength. So I really like that idea, and I also really like spiral shapes. So set that up that way. And then the other thing I'd like to do is harmony. So I'm going to go ahead, and it's kind of a sun and a moon shape. So I'm going to scoop it down like that. There's my sun. We've got a circle, and then just dots around the outside for the sun. Really simple. Again, if you don't have time for this step, that's okay, but I just really liked having that little decorative image on there, okay? So again, by the end of today, we want 24 of our little pieces to play with, and I will include the directions on how to play in our slideshow. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a lot of fun playing this game as much as I did. Take care.